I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard, but I had a really big fight with my girlfriend last week. It was huge. It was like the worst fight, and it was all about Kim Kardashian. I would like to say that it was ostensibly about Kim Kardashian, and it was really about something else, but I don't think it was. It was just about Kim Kardashian. She was like, Kim Kardashian's a really good businesswoman, and I was like, no, she's not. And she's like, yeah, she is, and you wouldn't know a good business person if they fit you. And I was like, well, I know that Warner Media are good business people. And she's like, who's Warner Media? And I'm like, well, the people that own Us Weekly, that started this whole Kim Kardashian fiasco to begin with. And she was like, that's dumb. And I'm like, no, actually, it's really smart. And she was like, every time I bring up Kim Kardashian, you have to shit on her. And that was the whole argument. And if you're in a long-term relationship, get used to having really fucking stupid arguments all the time, because there's no other argument available to you. I was dating this one woman. It was like 8 years ago, but we had just started dating, and we were at dinner, and she was talking about her former life, her ex-husband, who was an alcoholic. She was a drug addict, actually, but like prescription drugs. But anyways, her husband was on this like 3-day-long bender. I'm sorry, I can't stop that. And in the middle of the bender, he came home, and now you. Now, okay. Anyways, in the middle of the bender, he came home and stole all of her prescription pills, like gobbled them all up. And then he felt so bad about it afterwards that he went into rehab. And then while he was in rehab, because she was so mad about him having gobbled up all of her pills, she took every photograph that he owned and threw it in a trash can. And then she was like, why do you have that look on your face? Because apparently I had developed this look on my face. And I was like, I think I've developed this look on my face because I realized in the middle of you telling that story that you're the biggest piece of shit I've met in my entire life. And it was a very cinematic moment. Like, she didn't say anything. She just folded up her napkin and put it on the plate, stood up, walked away, and I never saw or spoke to her ever again. And when I look back on that memory, I'm like, that's like the best memory of my life. That's like a high point of anything I've ever done, because I told someone exactly what I think about them, and there were repercussions, and like I threw her out of it. It was awesome. It was just awesome. And in a long-term relationship, you never get to have moments like that. And I think it's because basically you both do such horrible things together all the time that you have no leg to stand on to accuse them of anything. And I've thought about this for a very long time, and I think I've come up with the perfect metaphor of what it's like to be in a long-term relationship in regards to truth and truth-telling. So bear with me. Here it is. Imagine you were raised in Brooklyn, all right? Let's just say you're a boy, you can be a girl, doesn't matter. And around 14, you start like lifting weights. You're really into lifting weights, you're at the gym all the time, you're pumping iron, you love it. And you have like a best friend, and he likes to pump weights, like lift weights too, pump weights. And you go to the gym all the time, you love it, you get really big and bulky, and this sausage store owner in Brooklyn notices you two, and he's like, do you guys want to make a quick $100 bucks? You're like, yeah, well, what do we have to do? And he's like, well, you're so intimidating looking. There's this guy in Crown Heights who owes me some money. Just go there and remind him, and I'm sure that he'll pay me to show it to him. So you go, you drive there, you knock on the door, and the guy, he opens the door, and he's intimidated by you. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I've been meaning to pay that back. Here's half the money now, and I'll pay the other half before 9 a.m. tomorrow. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And you're like, okay, and just as you're about to leave, your partner kicks in the door, pushes past this guy, walks into the kitchen where the family dog is like, the deaf family dog is lying on his little bed, pulls out a gun that you didn't even know that he had, and shoots the dog like 6 times, and then like the kill shot in the head, like shoots in the head, and then kind of spins around and he puts the gun in this guy's face. Thank you. And he's like, hold on, I need to gather all I can for this. Puts the gun in his face and goes, that's to fucking show you how fucking serious we are. We're getting that fucking money. And what being in a long-term relationship is like, it's like the car ride home after that has taken you're like in a car, it's silent. You're sitting next to someone that you thought like you were like really knew really well. Like your great buddy, but then you realize you don't know this person at all. And you're terrified of them because they have a gun. And at the same time, like you're involved in a crime now. With this person. Like you're like no, even if this guy pays back the sausage store owner, you and your best friend will still be guilty of having broken into this guy's house and shot his dead dog. And ladies and gentlemen, I can go on and on. That's it.